All right, let's do this. We got audio and we have video, I think. So today, markets are in some kind of range, at least the markets I'm looking for. And I personally think it's because we have some news coming in the afternoon, and I guess people are waiting to see what's gonna happen. And so my current system is telling me to, do something at specific place in price, and currently all of the interesting instruments are, well, doing not much. Starting to get the reaction here of the EU. If we're looking for shorts, are we? I'm not sure. We've been ranging for quite a while. So yeah, and we're also getting closer to cutoff point in time. Here's the pound, pound yen, and USD JPY. Everything, all the energy contained within brackets, and all of them. This is all on H1. I can show you a trade from yesterday. I shorted in here. So this white box is what I was interested in. We had a reaction short in the morning, and I draw the box, and later at US market open, at the CFD open, we came to the level, and I was waiting for something to happen. So we have this white box, right? We're now on H1. I'm going to show you on M5 how it looked and what I did. Here's that same box from H1. Never mind the yellow line here. So we come to the box. First, white and black harami formation. Power to the upside is stopping. Interesting. And then we have a few bars here, and well, we are close a little bit higher, maybe 1 or 2 pips, but whatever. And then we get some spikes, pretty much the same. And you know what I say? If you have to zoom in, if you can't see it, it's not there, right? So, and later price closes below the point that created the recent high. Show that here. Oh, that's not the right instrument. I'm just gonna do that. Just gonna show it for reference. Notice. Just gonna zoom in to make it very easy to see. Hello. Okay. Excellent. So this level created this level, and we close lower here. So now what do we have? We have M5 switched power to the downside or short. We don't need this anymore. I personally placed a limit to go short here, but we have the reaction from the box. The area is either this one or this one, and so I will pick the first obvious one, and then I will do this. So if you follow this system, this is the high, this is the area low, and within this we need now a last step on M5, because we have the switch power low. We need some kind of price action formation that is telling us, okay, we want to go short, and well, we do get that white plus black bar, and this engulfing formation, also with a spike above, even better. But I'm not going to go into that today. Anyway, so yeah, short was entered. I was entered here somewhere on a limit, and yeah, I'm short. And let's go. Let's use this as an example, right? We can now remove these lines, this and this. So the stop was kind of here, and I was targeting, first of all, these lows. I didn't get that. Later I revised my stop take profit to this level, and I didn't get it because I'm just gonna do like this so you can see this is the position. I didn't get it because I trailed the stop. After this big one, I trailed it to here, and yeah, so that's less risk. And after this move here, when price was here somewhere, I decided that this looks like small formation. We're starting to have less power, and I mean overlapping bars, etc. And I push my stop to here. And that's nice, right? And later we have this formation down and up, and I actually had my stop at this point here, just taken out, and didn't get to the level. But that happens sometimes. And yeah, that's what I did. So so for now, not much happening. We'll see what price will do later on today. I thought, since nothing is happening, I'll just go over some ideas, right? And just I'm gonna draw some. I'm gonna use this tool to show some things. So this is the cable. This is the daily chart, and I thought I'm gonna just do like overview of the trading system that I use currently, and it's a 2-chart system. Whichever time frames used is depending on how much time I have to dispose towards the market. And first step, so we can assume that daily chart is, oh look at that, I need to clean this monitor. Anyway, so the first chart, this slow chart, let's say daily chart, is let's say it's the bias chart. The purpose for this is to find a general direction with price, so that I can zoom in later on and find a more detailed entry. And yeah, I'm gonna try to find a valid example or a valid entry of my system, just to, might not be super easy, but looks like we changed here. So looks like this was this level, then we came down to this, okay, and later we closed above here, and that means that this was the strong level. So if this is the strong level, let's see, what is this? Let's say we're here, we close above month 2 and day 17. Let's see if we can find that. So with daily chart, I would pair it with H1, maybe H2. It appears that on this system you can't select H2. You can. Yeah, why not? Let's try it. So let's see if we can find that. Okay. So day 17, right? Okay. There's the stop. So what I'm looking for here is to refine. I want to price to show me power to the upside, and let's see if we can find that. Cross 17. Here's 17. This is at night, and this. Okay, we're gonna have to draw here. That's very skilled of me, yeah. So this is where market opens, and we do not go higher. No gaps, nothing useful. Here is some small power. Okay, and here's some small power. So it appears that on this chart, the power came from here, and there was, let's remove the big one to make it more easy to view. Let's do this. Let's do vertical line. Let's remove this. Okay. So we are at the market at this point. We have seen from this level something created, doesn't want to close higher. Okay, cool. So we have the block here, we have no power, we have power here. This is not a strong version of the signal, but I guess for example's sake, let's use it. Okay. So this is the block, I guess, from where power came. Notice I have bracketed the low and above the bar, and so creation of the block is the lowest bar, well, looks like the red one, and then I use the next color bar, top, because it's a long example, so that's why here. If it was short, I would do it like this, but so. This is where I want to see a reaction, or if there's a gap, if there was a gap here, let's say to the next, I would push this to here. So it appears that we touch the level here, and if we look at the intra, how price moves in this example. So remember, this is now the fast chart, even though it's a 2-hour chart, right? Price came here, down and up, and we came to here, and then we came down to here, and then we defeated here. So with this, we have 1, 2, 3 and above, and here is now power displaying to the upside. And what I would need now is for there to be a gap here for me to enter with the price action formation. It appears that there is none, but so for the sake of this example, we would enter on the bar. I would have stopped below the power, and so currently I like 2R, and it appears we don't get it. And let's do it like this. So we don't get the TP. Okay, that's fine. Now there is also the component of trailing the stop, and I use 2 different variants of trailing. So here is a high, here is another high, between them is this, and this created the high that's not higher than this. That means that this is a double top, and that also means that I most likely, if I had time, would trail my stop to this level here, netting me nothing pretty much from the trade, or if I was so inclined, just have a TP of 1 to 1, it would be hit, right? But that's what happens, and that's to be honest, it's to be expected, because if we look at the leg, we enter on a breakout bar, and there was no gaps, overlapping bars, no real power. Think for yourself, right? Or at least my logic goes something like this: if there's no power, why should price move far away, right? So the different version is this, right? Here's power, and does price move? Yes. Yeah. Also here, there's some power. Does price move? Yes. Right? You see? So sometimes that's how it goes. But so with the trailing, this is what we get. I can show some. I can show this, the version. So this, there's no entry here as well, but yeah, that's one example. What else can we do? Right. So I'm just gonna back it out. This is gonna be clear later on. So for overview, there's 2 charts in the system. One is the slow chart, the other is the fast chart, and the slow chart will tell me in which general direction to search for trade, and the fast chart will tell me more detail, and they can show a similar pattern, and it's like synchronizing watch, big cog and small cog, right? The other one is moving slowly, and the other one's moving fast, and they need to synchronize. Let's say both of them need to point in the same direction, if you catch what I'm saying. And yeah, that's. Oh, here's another example of a long power, right? But can I get some arrows with this? I just want to draw. I'm just gonna draw this example. Okay, I'm just gonna use the pen. Just to make it more clear, we had this high, we came to this low, we broke higher from here. There was the power, there's price formation, and so I wouldn't enter on this chart, but you see, contained with the red and green. There's some movement to the upside and some reaction at this level here and here, whatever. So yeah, this is how it looks, and it will look the same way on another chart, on a time frame, because you may know this, price will look similar on slow charts, fast charts. I could tell you this is a 1 minute to 2, 1 week, whatever. It moves or it looks this similar way, right? But my point is here that we move down, and when we move above, we are now changing power to the upside. If the general direction is down, well, I guess then we're searching for down. Similar fashion, if we continue on, this, we can just move this here. If this is higher, if this is higher, then power comes from here. This is a high, and here, do we close lower? I don't know. We close lower here though, from here. And when we close lower, notice how price retraces back into it, and I'm sure there is something within this structure for me to pick up on. And if there's not, this high, this low, look, up, down, 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 up and down. There's probably something in here letting me enter with a stop above and going down here somewhere, right? Down, up, down. Yeah, okay, at this point I have no more. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, well, actually yes, there's something I will add though. The price action formations, right? Upon entering a trade, if I was entering here, if I was just entering, I'm just talking about pure like doji engulfing these formations, right? So Harami formation uses on stop. Let's say I wanted to short here for whatever reason. Never mind the structure. Just if I wanted to short here, green big bar, red bar, this is a breaking formation, right? Power to the upside has stopped. If I want to enter short here, it would be with an on stop sell stop order, right? Similar, for example, this one, let's zoom in. This one doji, if I wanted to use this doji to enter, it would be with here or here with a buy stop or a sell stop, right? And that is because of what my current understanding is of the movement of markets, but so that this is a passive display of power, it's not active. In a similar fashion, we have this red, oh look, this is beautiful, rejecting lows and closing higher than the bar. So this is an engulfing formation. This is part of the other side, and so the engulfing is a strong formation, and I would enter on a market order with this, or limit. But market is okay with my system, right? In a similar fashion, this is a pin bar, and I would also enter with a market order here with this, because it's a display of power. And yeah, it's also similar as this, but in a different way, because if you think about it, green goes up, price goes higher, and then closes lower, encompassing the energy. So yeah, it's more stronger. And I'm just looking at my notes. Yeah, I think that's it for now. So market today this morning, and we'll see what happens in the afternoon. As per usual, if you like this video, like the video, and if you have questions about these things, wow, yeah, if you have questions, post your questions. That's it.